how to enter these trades, because a lot of times it's a very basic formula and a lot of guys are missing this, and it's part of these trades. Now if you watch the first introduction video in the academy, you would have saw the first introduction video and you would have saw the second one, part 2. Now these are the same trades. We're just going over the same Bitcoin trades, as you can see here, same Bitcoin trades that we were seeing earlier, except this time we're going to show you how to enter the 2 C trades, C trades here, B trade, and we're just going to cover how we get into these trades and get these profits. Now C trades, guys, or any trade that we enter, is all the same position. We have to enter with a purpose, and there's a rhyme to the reason, right? And all the time that we're going to enter is always going to come down to the same scenario, that once a particular trigger happens, right? And we can see here that we already have all this marked out, right? So we have our 15-minute red moon marked here, our 30-minute 1 hour, right? So that's all in the other videos. That was covered in our introduction videos into Bitcoin here. So now this is the entry video on how to enter on every trade that we do. So this is a very simple thing, right? So here's our 15-minute red moon, which would be triggering us to look for a trade, our 30-minute red moon, and our 1 hour red moon. Now when all those things happen, and we see you have a 1 hour and a 2 hour heading down, and you want to get into this trade, right? So this is the trade area that you'd want to get into. It's very simple to do. All trades are entered on the 3-minute, right? So let's slide over to the 3-minute. And we're going to take a look at the 3-minute. We're going to go over all entry points here on these Bitcoin trades so that you guys can understand where all these trades are happening and how we're going to enter all these trades, right? Now, remember, these are small bag trades here. These are C trades, but it all happens the same, right? And the first and foremost, what you're going to need is a red moon and a red trend on the 3-minute. Remember, everything that we enter is always going to be on the 3-minute, right? So how to properly enter a trade is going to come down to the 3-minute, right? So here, when we see a 15-minute red moon, we get a 30-minute red moon, and then right here, we get alerted that there's a 1 hour red moon, right? So this particular area is where we would be thinking about possibly taking a trade here in this little section. And I'm going to go ahead and carve this out, and we're going to use a green triangle here as the entry points for the entry. Right now, the thing about this is that the entry point here, when you see the 1 hour red moon, and when it comes around, you would only enter if you had a 3-minute red moon and a 3-minute red trend, which happens on this trade. You actually have a 3-minute red moon, and this 1 hour happened when there was a 3-hour red trend. So this right here is the red trend. Now you might have the other indicators where you have a line on our trend and it goes from red to green, right? And right here is where you would have seen your line turn green and then to red in this zone here. So this would have been the red trend on your line, right? So you have the line that goes through. This one is where it would have turned red right here. And on the VC Crypto Nation indicators, you would see the background here. If you're interested in getting those, make sure you check out the Discord, and there is a little section here called New Indicators, and they're under the Academy chat. Go to New Indicators, and you will see in here you just basically talk to Alf. Alf is taking one-time fees of $60, and he's getting his tag in there. And ask me first, because some of you guys have these, should be getting these already set up for you anyways, and you don't have to go that route. But Alf would be the guy that would be actually signing you up and taking care of that for you right there. Okay, and that's just to take that line that we use, our trend line, to take it from a line, green and red, to background, right? And a lot of guys like it because it's the full background, so it makes it a lot easier. Okay, so remember, when we're trading C trades, right, we would be trading a particular, is crypto futures trade is real? Yes, James, crypto futures trades are real. All right, so what happens here is we have an entry here, right? And the entry is going to be the 3-minute red moon, which we already have, and a 3-minute red trend, which happened here, and now we have an entry. So this means that when this 1 hour red moon hit, you would slide over here to your 3-minute section, and you would realize that you have a 3-minute red moon, 3-minute red trend. So you would enter here, and you would mark yourself off a very simple section, right? So this is a small bag trade because this is a C, right? What's a small bag trade, right? Remember, small bags are always broken down to the smaller part of your bag, right? So let's go ahead and cover that real quick in what we call small bag, right? So when you first start off, you start off with 10 bucks. You make 7 trades, winning 7. So you start off with $10. And your job is to make 7 winning A trades in a row. And then you double your regular bag. So you'd take your $7 bag, you'd win 7 winning. Now remember, these are A trades. These are not C trades. These are not B trades, because you're going to be practicing A trades and B trades. C trades and B trades. Those don't really go against you if you're winning and losing, because you're using a smaller amount. You want to qualify by winning the A trades, right? And so when you win 7 A trades, winning 7 A trades in a row, you double your bag. Okay, what does that mean? Right, that means that you start off, you start trading. So for instance, right now over here in this bag, my wallet balance is $252, which means I currently have a $252 trading bag. Okay, which means that when I make these trades tonight, I'm going to be using a $250 trading bag, right? Now, how we break it down is simple. Once you make 7 trades in a row, you are then going to double your bag. Means that you go up to a $20 bag and you repeat 7 winning trades again, right? Once you repeat that again, 7 winning trades, and then you move your bag up to $40. Now, the thing is that when you're trading in the very beginning, when you're trading your C trades or B trades, you're using the same $10. When you win your 7 trades in a row, you double your bag to a 20, and you're using, basically you want to divide this up where $20 is what you're going to use on your A trades, and you're then going to use $10 for your small bag, right? It's going to stay for your C and B trades, okay? Now, when you trade A's, you're now going to raise your bag to 20 bucks when you make an A trade. So your total in your wallet should be 30, okay? 30 bucks. 20 for A trades, 10 for C and B trades. So that $10 will continue to be used for C and B trades. Once you win 7 trades in a row, you're going to take your A bag, your $20 A bag, right? Your bag that you trade on your A trades. You're going to make it 40 bucks, and then you're going to repeat the process, and you're going to win again, and you're going to make 7 trades in a row. Then you're going to go to 80. Then you're going to win 7 trades, 7 A trades in a row. Then you're going to go to 160. Now, the thing is that when you get to the $80 mark, you're going to increase your small bag to $20 at that point. Okay, once you get to 80, increase your small bag to $20. 7 winning trades in a row, you go to 160. And this basically repeats here. And once you get to the point where you win 7 more trades in a row and you get to that $320 bag, this is where you're going to increase your small bag to $50. Okay? And those are for C and B trades. And your big bag, which is this bag here, those are only for your A trades, okay? Now, the small bag stays there, and you continue on. Now, when you get to $1,000 for your main bag, you then make your small bag $100. And now, you would make that small bag, you only double the small bag when you double your big bag. Okay, so when you double your big bag, right, from 1,000 here to 2,000, you'll then double your small bag to 200, and that's where you'll keep that small bag, right? Because basically, you're working off of that, and that's how you go through your small bags to big bag, guys. Write that down. Make sure you have that saved, and that is how to trade properly. So currently, this is a small bag trade. So let's get in here and let me watch render real quick here. 3-minute breaking down. Okay. I'm just doing a track of a trade right now. All right. So now, this would be considered a C trade. So on a C trade, you would use your small bag, whatever amount it is, and you would set a very simple standard here, right? So this trade actually goes for 100%. And when you first open a C trade, right, you're going to set a very simple format, right? And when you enter a C trade or anything like that, C trade, you're going to set your stop loss at 25%, and you're going to set your take profit at 27%, or actually, you know what, you're going to set it at 50%, and you're going to move your stop loss and everything that you go through exactly how we had it on the last video, right? And I'll show you that over there. We'll do another take on there. I think we have it on Trading View. Let me pull that up real quick. And that should be on DYDX. There we go. There you go. So let me go ahead and hit the settings on this. Let me copy that, and we're going to move it over to Bitcoin here. So here's how it works right here. So C trade, your stop loss is 25%. Your take profit, like always, is set at 100. When you're 20%, when you hit the 20% profit, you move your stop loss to your entry point. And when you hit 27%, you move your stop loss to 15% positive profit, right? Meaning that if it goes back the other direction, you're closing at least 15%. And when it gets to 40%, you move your stop loss to 27% profit area. And how you keep track of that is that when the profit gets to that area, look at your coin and see what price it is. So like particularly like on render, right? So if I was watching render, and when render gets to the point of profit in that area, I would write it down on a piece of paper, how much the amount the coin is currently, and would give me my percentages on there. Okay, but this is how you move your profits right here. Very simple. Keep it the same for every coin so that way you get it right. Okay, 25%. 20% stop loss entry. When you get to 27% profit, you move your stop loss to 15% profit. When you get to 40% profit, you move your stop loss to 27% profit. When the coin reaches a 50% profit area, you move your stop loss to 30. When it reaches 70, you move it to 50. Then from there, 70% increase to 30% space, meaning that when it gets to 70%, right? Now, here's another thing that what you're going to do, because your take profit is set at 100% originally. When it gets to the 70% area, you want to move your take profit to 150 in case there's a spike inside of the wick that might pay you a lot more than you have. And then all that happens here is you just increase your space 30%. So when it's at 70% profit, you increase your profit to 150, and you move your stop loss at that point, right? Because here's your stop loss here. 50 to 30, and then right here when this gets to 70%, move your stop loss to 50%, because that's what you wanted to make in the trade in the beginning, and then basically keep it within 30% space moving forward and so forth, right? So that's how you take that profit there, right? So as it gets to 80, stop loss goes to 60, right? So 70%, right? As it moves forward, when 70 gets to 80, you're 30% back, which would still be your 50%. When it gets to 90, you'd move your stop loss to 60%. When you get to 100, you'd be 30 back at 70% stop loss. And like I said, stay within 30, guys. And then if you get above 130% stop loss, you move that to 100% stop loss and move your take profit to 200 until you actually cancel out there, right? So that's how you take profit there, guys. Pretty simple. Okay, write that down, guys. Pause the video. Come back. But here you go. Here's your entry. Red moon, red trend. You can see here we made 100% on that trade. Pretty easy to make on that. So that paid off very nicely. We have a red moon here finally. The render trade right now that we're tracking, we're waiting for 15-minute red moons to come in. All right. And we're waiting for a 15-minute calm down right here, which is, it's like we're starting to get close to our 15-minute render short here, guys. Still waiting for the 1 hour to break down and show some true action here for a short. So not until we get a 1 hour red. All right, let's get back over to Bitcoin. All right, so guys, that's the first time you take profits there. Your C profit would have paid off. Now let's move down the line here. The next time you have a C trade come in, you can see it happen right in here. C trade pops in. What are you waiting for? Red moon, red trend. That happens right there. Let's take a peek at how you would have made out on your red moon, red trend. That actually goes for 44%. If you're moving your stop loss, you would have made 15% at least minimum on that. And then once again, the C trade pops up. You can see that we're waiting for the red moon on the 3 minute, right? So here's your green moon on the 3. It turns red. You would have entered here, which means your profit area would be here. And this particular trade would have made 58% on a 100x. So once again, executing the trade perfectly. Red moon, red trend. Then you come over here again. Now this one trade you wouldn't have done because you have a green moon. So we would have skipped this trade here. This trade would be null and void because at that particular time, you don't have a red moon. So the time that you would have made the trade is actually when this red moon hit right here. If you were going to make that trade at all, it would have been in this section here. Now let's move forward to the next trades. Here we can see a B trade starting to happen. Now when this B trade comes along, once again, you're waiting for your 3 minute moon, 3 minute trend right here. There's your 3 minute moon, and your 3 minute trend hits right here. So this profit taking would have been in this area here. Now a lot of times as you move forward, guys, when you start to go from C trades to B trades you can jump in on the red moon when it happens before the trend. Sometimes once it's the second B trade. So since this is the first B trade, we're going to wait for the trend to hit, which happens right in here. So what that's going to do is basically bring us down to where this trade would have been somewhere in this section here. And as we can see, would you give me what's going on? I can't have that. It's there, long position. Can I have a long position, Mike? Is there a limit to the long positions? Long position. Thank you. Let me leave this real quick. Go back in there. Oh, why are these all over here? For some reason. Okay, here we go. Delete that. Alright, perfectly. Alright, so here's our first B trade going on here. Let's go ahead and dig into here. So here's our B trade. And as we can see here, this B trade goes for about 24%ish. You'd be moving your stop loss to the 15% area. So right there you would either broke even or made your 15% there. First B trade. Next trade that you're making here is going to be an entry point here. Let's see where we're at here. There we go. Here's our trades down here. So all these trades that you would be entering, like in these boxes here, it's simply on a red moon, red trend as the entry point that we would be doing here. Any of these trades, like this trade here, red moon on the 3-minute, red trend's already there. There's the trade. So that's the trade that you would be entering on, and that's pretty much what you want to keep in mind. Is you always want to wait for that 3-minute red moon, red trend, and that's your entry points into what we're doing here, and that's how you enter the trade, guys. The only thing that we would not do in these particular moments, a lot of times, depending on where the trades are, a lot of times you don't want to trade against the 15-minute RSI, right? Meaning if the 15-minute is, you know, at the bottom heading up, then you would not enter that trade. You'd skip that trade and let the 15-minute go up and then come back down, and you would, you know, make that trade off there. So you can see right here, 15-minute has a nice little pull down there, makes little trades in there. So don't trade against the 15-minute RSI, little points. And actually this is the 3-minute here. So the 3-minute RSI, if you let it go up and then come back down. So a lot of times, guys, just on your entries, you know, letting the RSI play up to the top before you enter and then come back down is the best entries possible. So the RSI on the 3-minute, let it bounce up, get to the top, or at least if it's on its way down, make sure it's not going up. So if your red moon and everything hits and the 3-minute is heading up, that's not your trade. You let the 3-minute come back down, and when it starts to come back down, then you'd enter your trade and start your move back down on that side there. And that's how the entries are. So, and you'll see that as we go forward. This is just this basic note for you to keep tabs. You enter on a 3-minute red moon, a 3-minute red trend, and you want your RSI going in your direction. If the 3-minute is going the other direction, then you wait for it to turn in your favor, and that's the entry point that you want to take. It's really that simple, guys. We're going to go over here and cover the DY trade that we put up earlier. So that was a more recent trade, and we'll cover those as we move forward. But this is the entry points: 3-minute red moon, 3-minute red trend, RSI going in your favor, guys. Stop not using the 3-minute moon and 3-minute red trend. Okay, there's no shorts possible if there's no 3-minute moon, 3-minute red trend. Right here on render, there's no moon, there's no short possible. So keep that in mind, guys. How to enter a trade is simply a 3-minute moon, 3-minute red trend, and you want the 3-minute RSI going in your favor. And that's the easiest way to enter a trade. Pretty simple when we kind of break it down in that level, guys. So that's the beginning of how to enter a trade. Basically, the fundamentals are 3-minute red moon, 3-minute red trend, and that is how you enter a trade. So keep that in mind. Do not enter a trade unless there's a 3-minute red moon and a 3-minute red trend, guys. Okay? Very simple, guys. Keep that in mind. Other than that, good luck, God bless, and you'll see in more videos how we go over the exact entries. All right, boys, let me get some rest, man. If you have any questions or anything like that, send